Welcome back, and I hope you had a great time reflecting on your values and discussing them with family and friends. You should have received some valuable feedback to help you narrow down your list of top values. You may want to add some learning activities to your personal development plan so you build on those top values. That discussion may have uncovered some development you need as you start your journey to become a better person with great values. Now you are ready to start Lesson 2. This lesson is about 4 big questions. What are principles? How do values and principles differ? How will I make decisions? And how will I change my behavior to align with my values? Those questions matter because many people understand the concept of values and know some of their deeply held beliefs, but they may not know how to make decisions based on those values. They react with emotions or fear. They value fitting in and avoiding difficult moments with friends. They copy what others are doing without thinking about the consequences. In the real world, choices have consequences, and decisions today affect your future tomorrow. If values tell you what matters, principles help you decide how you are going to live out those values. Principles are where your beliefs become rules for action. If one of your values is health, your principle might be, I will move my body for 30 minutes a day. Values inspire you, while principles guide you. This is where life starts getting practical. For example, maybe you value honesty. That sounds good, but what does it look like on a hard day? A principle could be, I will tell the truth even when it is uncomfortable. Maybe you value respect. A principle could be, I will not insult people when I am angry. Maybe you value discipline. A principle could be, I will do my work before I relax. That is the power of principles. They help manage conflict and decisions. They help answer the question, what will I actually do when life tests what I say I believe? Let's look at the difference between values and principles. Values are qualities or standards that matter to you. Principles are rules or beliefs that guide your actions. Think of it this way. Values are what you believe are important. Principles are how you choose to live because of those beliefs. Values are deeply personal. Principles are the daily rules that help you stay aligned with those values. If you value kindness, your principle might be, I will speak to people with respect even when I disagree. If you value responsibility, your principle might be, I will own my mistakes and fix what I can. If you value faith, your principle might be, I will pray and seek God's guidance before major decisions. So the difference matters. A value is something you believe in. A principle is something you practice. Okay, let's make the difference even clearer. Values are what you care about. Principles are the rules you live by day to day. And those principles turn your values into action. That means your future is shaped not only by what you say matters, but by the principles you actually live by. Let's make it simple. A person might say, I value health. But if they have no principle guiding their choices, that value stays weak. A principle might be, I will exercise my body and make healthier eating choices even when I do not feel like it. A student might say, I value excellence. A principle might be, I will complete my assignments before the deadline and ask for help when I need it. A young person might say, I value purity and wisdom. Principles then help protect that value when life applies pressure. So here's the recap. Values describe what matters. Principles protect what matters. Now let's talk about decisions. Every day you make decisions. Some are small, some are major. What you eat, what you watch, who do you text back, how you respond when you are upset, whether you tell the truth, whether you study, whether you follow the crowd, whether you respect yourself. Most people don't realize how much their future is being built by ordinary choices. You don't rise into a strong future by accident. You build it decision by decision. That is why this section matters. If you don't define how you make decisions, then emotions, pressure, trends, and other people will often make them for you. And that is dangerous, because what feels good for 9 minutes can create pain for 9 months or longer. So we are going to connect values, principles, and decisions in a practical way. One of the clearest ways to see your values is to look at how you spend your time. If something is truly important to you, it should show up in how you spend your time. That doesn't mean every minute will be perfect. It means there should be evidence. If you say school matters, is there time for studying? If you say your health matters, is there time for sleep, exercise, or better eating habits? If you say your faith matters, is there time for prayer, reflection, or reading the Bible? If you say family matters, is there time for connection and respect at home? If you say your future matters, is there time spent building skills instead of only scrolling and reacting to social media videos? Time tells the truth. Now, imagine it's 1 year from today. What would your life look like if you lived your top values every day? What would school feel like? Your friendships? Your health? Your money? Sometimes the issue is not that a young person has no values. Sometimes the issue is that their schedule is misaligned with those values. So ask yourself honestly, does the way I spend my time reflect what I say matters most? The process for making good decisions is really simple. Ask yourself, does this choice fit my top values? Then use your principles as filters. Does this decision line up with the rules I said I would live by? And if your choices are close, choose the one that aligns more closely with your values. That sounds simple, but it is powerful. Imagine you are choosing between studying and wasting your evening. Imagine you are deciding whether to join in the gossip. Imagine you are deciding whether to argue back, cheat, keep a promise, or follow through on a commitment. Ask, does this fit my values? If the answer is no, then no matter how popular it is, no matter how easy it is, and no matter how fun it looks for a moment, it is probably not the right choice for your future. This is how values protect you. They help you say no before damage happens. This homework takes your values and turns them into something stronger. Meet with a mentor again and ask them to help you develop principles that align with your top 3 values. This matters because sometimes another mature person can help you see whether your principles are clear, realistic, and strong. When you write your principles, keep them simple. Start with the words I will. I will speak truthfully. I will respect myself and others. I will stay focused on what helps my future. I will honor God in my choices. I will not let pressure decide for me. Short, clear, positive, practical, and then test them. Could a friend actually see you live this? Could your family recognize it in your behavior? Could you use it in a hard moment? This is where character begins to take shape. So, now is the time to look in the mirror and acknowledge ways you need to change. This homework asks 4 important questions. Schedule time with a parent, mentor, friend, or family member to discuss these questions. First, what behaviors are helpful for your future that you are already doing and should continue? Next, what helpful behaviors are you not doing yet, but should start? Next, what behaviors are not helpful for your future that you are doing and should stop? And finally, what harmful behavior is so damaging that you should make a decision never to start at all? This is a strong exercise because behavior shapes outcomes. Many people want a better future, but they do not examine the habits that are pulling them away from it. Maybe one student needs to continue getting assignments done on time. Maybe someone else needs to start asking for help instead of waiting until the last minute. Maybe someone needs to stop wasting hours every night playing video games. Maybe someone needs to decide never to follow their bad friends to a takeover event that could destroy trust, health, safety, or purpose. Some behaviors could get you arrested and put in jail. Your habits are either building your future or weakening it. There is no neutral pattern where you can play it safe and avoid the tough decision. Thinking about how you need to change also helps you think about your identity, which is deep because it asks you to slow down and consider who you really are. Identify your values, principles, and beliefs. Identify your natural talents given by God. Identify your passions. What makes you smile just thinking about it? Identify the personality you want to have. And develop a personal mission statement for your life's journey. This is tough the first time you do it, so include a parent, friend, or mentor to guide you. Once you complete your mission statement for your future, it becomes a powerful reminder of how you want to live. Many people spend years copying somebody else's personality, somebody else's style, somebody else's priorities, and somebody else's dream. But real growth starts when you understand the real you. What are your gifts? What do you care about? What kind of person do you want to become? What kind of impact do you want to have? You don't need to have all the answers right now, but you do need to start asking the question. Because when you know who you are, you become less likely to lose yourself in pressure, comparison, and distraction. Now stop the video for lesson 2. Take time to reflect and take your notes. Schedule a meeting with a parent, mentor, friend, or trusted family member to draft your principles and get help understanding which behaviors must change. You should not continue to lesson 3 until you have drafted your principles and completed the behavior change model. After that, you are better able to draft your personal mission statement. Keep in mind that the 2 discussions might take you weeks to complete, so don't worry, you have plenty of time to get it right. You can also view YouTube videos to learn how to draft your personal mission statement. When all these activities are completed, you are ready to move on to lesson 3.